Hello, students. We are going to discuss the last topic from chapter 5, Origin and Evolution of Life. The last topic is Human Evolution. For discussing the same, I'm going to use a textbook which you also can have with you and underline the important points. It is very interesting to study the human evolution. Now, humans are appeared to have evolved from tree-dwelling shrew-like animal, very small animal which used to live on trees. This process began in Paleocene epoch. Now, for this, you need to understand what is geological time scale. Now, if you see your textbook, here on page number 110, the geological time scale is given. Now, what is it? Now, it is actually the events from the origin of life on Earth to current day or current time, in which sequence the events took place, that is given in the geological time scale. Now, it is divided into 6 eras: Azoic, Archaeozoic, Proterozoic, Paleozoic, Mesozoic, and Cenozoic. This you can refer. Now, these eras are further divided into periods and epochs. Different eras are characterized by different events, such as, now if you take the example of Mesozoic era, Jurassic period. Jurassic name itself rings a bell. Jurassic period is the age of reptiles or dinosaurs. So it is very interesting to learn the geological time scale. Why I have given the reference? Because for studying human evolution, there is this term has come, Paleocene epoch. You should understand what is meant by epoch. Geological time scale is divided into 6 eras. Eras are divided into periods and periods are divided into epochs. Now, in this period, what happened was forests were decreasing and the number of trees were decreasing. So, arboreal mammals, monkey-like mammals, arboreal means those who live on trees, they had to adapt life on land, means they had to come on the land, they had to walk or show locomotion on the land. This descent was the driving force for development of humans. Now, here a very interesting chart is given on page number 130. Now, class Mammalia, how it has divided? It is divided into number of different subclasses and orders. You can see here. Now, class Mammalia has 3 different groups. Marsupials means pouched mammals. One very familiar example is kangaroo. Then monotremes, egg-laying mammal. Duck-billed platypus is the example. And eutherians means true placental mammals. Eu means true. It has order primate. Now, primate order is divided into suborder Prosimiae and suborder Anthropoidea. Prosimiae has lemurs and tarsiers, small tree-dwelling animals, and Anthropoidea is divided into New World monkeys, Old World monkeys, and Hominidae. New World monkeys have long, non-prehensile tail. Squirrel monkey, spider monkey are the example. Old World monkeys have short, non-prehensile tail, that is baboons, macaques, langur, etc. Okay. And Hominidae has the tailors and great apes. Ape, this again further divided into 3 different groups: Hylobatidea, Pongidae, and Hominidae. Now, from this Hominidae, humans have evolved. Now, these mammals initially were very small. They were very small in size also. But during the Paleocene epoch, they developed, and slowly from shrew-like mammals, the humans have evolved. Now, here, if you will see, major evolutionary trends from ape to man show different characters. Now, major changes that took place in evolution of human are first and foremost increase in size and complexity of brain. If you see the earlier human stages, you can see the brain is small in size. Posture is also not erect. Their forelimbs are greater in size. The chin is protruding ahead. Cranial capacity is less. Slowly, the erect posture is attained and the cranial capacity is also increased. Now, here are the characters I have listed. You can make a list of these characters which are major changes in evolution of man. Increase in size and complexity of brain, enhanced intelligence, increase in cranial capacity, bipedal locomotion, walking on two legs, opposable thumb. Now this is a very important characteristics. So to pick up or drop the things, erect posture, shortening of forelimbs and lengthenings of hind limbs. Now in earlier stages of human, you can see the forelimbs are greater in length than the hind limb. Now that slowly is reversed. Development of chin, broadening of pelvic girdle. Now here if you will see, there is no chin in the earlier stages of human, which is later on appeared. Broadening of pelvic girdle, development of lumbar curvature. Now here in advanced humans you can see there is the curvature, and in here you can see the curvature is not present. Social and cultural development, speech, art, development of tools, etc. are the major characteristics in development of humans. Then here on page number 114, the different stages of human development are given. First is Dryopithecus, Ramapithecus, Australopithecus, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Neanderthal man, and Homo sapien, which is called as modern man. Now, here different characteristics are given. Appearance in Dryopithecus is ape-like, Ramapithecus man-like, Australopithecus connecting link between ape and man, Homo habilis is handyman-like, Homo erectus is ape man, Neanderthal man is advanced prehistoric man, and Homo sapien is modern man. Now where there are fossils were found, that is given. This chart tells us all about the human evolution. Spatial features, posture, cranial capacity. Special features, if there are, they are given in this chart. This is how we can study the human evolution, and we can understand the different stages of development of humans.